Yeah, man. Another recording coming straight live at you. It gets no liver than this. Plus, I'm liver than most. Jigga, 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 not guilty. I got all my mummies. I got all my. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, man. Feel me? It is what it is, man. It's unless you said that they try to use other people so that they can always trying to pull other niggas strings. So they don't seem like they're the ones that's doing it. Nigga, that proves more that you are guilty of what I called you out for. The fact that all of a sudden other people are now, come on, these niggas they ain't even like they not even wanting to do this shit. The only reason why they came up to the plate and other people, like black Chinese or whatever, any different from us Asians come in to the plate. The only reason why they doing that shit because they don't want to seem like they're not down with it because they're like, fuck it, let's just do this shit. Shut this nigga up. This nigga try to fuck this. Oh, I didn't even know that. So, you feel me? That's the only reason why they did it. You feel me? But you are constantly on that hatred shit. You shit. This shit is an erection for you. Feel me? You hate yourself so bad that you feel like you have to do this for you to feel like, oh, like y'all niggas is so weak, it's not even funny. They are so weak. Feel me? You had to understand the psychology behind the mind frame. I have a nature. You feel me? Me, Jeff. Me. I have a nature, which meaning that there are certain things about me, regardless of how much I change, I'm still gonna be operating on those paths of the things about me. If I'm a lion, even if they domesticated me and put me in a cage in a zoo, I am not going to be as wild as the lion in the wild in Africa. You feel me? There's a difference, famously known for saying that. There's a difference between a wild animal that's just in the wild, which is like, just free roaming around doing its own thing, finding his own food, finding his own wife. It grows an instinct. You feel me? On how to do certain things. The instinct is already within him. It was just activated. It's in his DNA and everything else. It was just activated. But what happens to an animal where they have not grown their instinct because they live in a zoo, where instead of finding they mate or go finding their food, is brought to them. It doesn't allow you to grow your instinct. You feel me? So you can have the same animal but living in two different environments, and it can change the outcome of how they see the world, but it's never changed their nature. Because you could take that same animal, which is from the zoo, and put him back in the wild, and guess what? His instinct slowly get to activate, slowly but surely get to activate. But the animal that's in the wild, you could take the animal out the wild and put him in the zoo, and guess what? His instinct will slowly deteriorate after a certain period of time, but he still remains wild for a little bit. But eventually, after a while, the longer that you keep him in there, it will deteriorate. So we all have an instinct, you feel me? And that instinct comes, it's a nature instinct and everything else like that. I have an instinct, you feel me? Like I was saying, I just had to go through that whole process of explaining the instinct of an animal and everything else. And we are also animals in different forms. We just on top of the food chain, and we just, I guess because we got a mind and brain and everything else, we place ourselves above other animals. But we are also animals too. We have an instinct. We also have a nature too. We also have a nature too. You understand? And I have my own nature. I do have my own nature. You feel me? And the people that I'm fighting against also have their nature. And their nature is what they are displaying on the everyday basics of the things that they do. So the things that you do is in line with the kind of nature that you are. Now, hold on. We're gonna make this shit right. We gonna talk to y'all niggas. I'm going to look up the definition of nature so I can speak to you in layman's term. Because it's very important that we expose people for what they are. And they can put on the sirens all they want. But I am going to speak on it. Because they didn't leave me alone, so I can't leave it alone. It don't even look like that bus is going to show up, bro. Every other site said it's supposed to show up. These motherfuckers. Can you ooh, get this domino shit out of my fucking search engine. Fucking. Shout out to Domino's as a company, by the way, but the one around my area, they hate me. Alright, let's look at nature. I'm playing. Then got something called nature juice. And this is not I don't want people to feel I appreciate that hit. That shit felt good. I think you put my shit right back in perspective. What is the nature? What is the nature? Nature, in the broadest sense, is equivalent to the natural world, physical world, or material world. Nature refers to the physical world, also to life in general. The term nature refers to living. Nah, that's the wrong one. How was nature created? Nope. Who created nature? Nope. I want nature, nature Pokemon, not that one. You know what? Let's look. I'm gonna look at it from a whole different point of view. I just got an idea. I just had an idea. I just had an idea. Hold on, where is it? It's not playing. Oh my god, yo. I mean, I can ask the simplest question: what is human nature? But I want to know what nature is first. In order for me to ask such a question like, what is human nature? There's always the same guy that take the bus with me. He's a dirtbag. Yeah, I know. All right. Who? What is nature in simple words? Motherfucker, man. Uh, they're not really nasty. Every other bus that came looked so good except for this nasty thing over here. Is the general psychological characteristics, feelings, and behavior traits of a human being regarded as shares of all human traits. Uh, Man, I'm tired, man. I gotta take the bus with these people. It's always the same old people hating. Like they wake up every morning. I refuse to believe these. But yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all. We gonna talk about the nature of the beast.